Alright, so let's talk about breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is when someone keeps you on the hook, but they have no real intention of anything more with you. They enjoy flirting with you, hooking up with you, and they want to maintain that non-committal status without anything more, and with just bare minimum effort. They give you bits of crumbs, little indications here and there that they're interested in you, to keep you on the hook. And in real life, this looks like someone who just does everything they can to make you feel wanted, but not too wanted. And that's very intentional, of course. They want to keep you interested, but they don't want you 100% in because then they'd have to deal with that. They want to deal with you on their own schedule and on their own terms. They want you eager for more because that's the power dynamic that serves them. And so they intentionally keep things unsure, uneven, and inconsistent. They'll go from no planning and no communication to all of a sudden really wanting to make plans and hang out. Someone who breadcrumbs is intentionally manipulating you for their own gain because they want fun, they want something that really only serves them, they want you on their own terms and nothing more. They give you just enough to keep you on the hook. And the reality is it works. This really works, but it's not because you're a sucker or you're naive. It's not that. It works because no one is immune to wanting to see something progress forward and become more. And those little breadcrumbs they give you fuel that natural human desire. So what do we do with this insight? Well, for starters, there should be no creating a negative or wallowing story from it. There should be no telling yourself or telling someone else that everything is messed up, no one is honest. There should be no saying, our generation has ruined dating and millennials have brought about the death of everything and dating apps have ruined romance. A story like that does nothing. Repeating a story like that does nothing more than put you in a negative headspace and freezes you in time and makes you overthink dating and what's possible. The appropriate response is never to focus on them, but rather to focus on yourself. It's to get serious about yourself. There's no time to complain about dating. There's no time to say no one is serious. There's no time to focus on them and what they did and how they're a bad person. There's none of that. Conserve your energy. Say, I deserve more than someone who would play with my feelings. And that's that. There should be no ambiguity about that because you are serious and you are honest and you wouldn't do those things. You wouldn't breadcrumb someone else. And you deserve someone who is the same. And you better believe that those people exist because they do. So do not give more of your energy to the BS you've already been through, you've already experienced. All you need to do is compare your intentions with theirs and just be done with what you see. Just be done. Because in the case of breadcrumbing, all it leads to, in the best case, is a situationship or an almost relationship, and you don't want that, right? So take a step back and get fired up and say, breadcrumbs? You're going to try to tempt me with breadcrumbs? You've got to be kidding. I deserve the whole thing or nothing. That should be your response. Not, oh, everyone sucks, no one's serious, dating is impossible, none of that. You don't have time for that. You're too amazing to give your energy to a story like that. You love yourself, right? You know your intention. You know you are dating with honesty. And you know that someone who intentionally manipulates is a sad person. And they are not you. Compare that person to you. They are not you. So let them go be sad somewhere else. And ask yourself, do you want breadcrumbs? No, you don't. You don't have time for that. You're too busy celebrating your intention, telling yourself a story of what you deserve. You're living that life. Remind yourself that there are people out there who are that way as well. And it's your job to spend your time finding those people, not wasting it, giving more of it to someone whose intentions are anything but honest. You are literally the only person in your life who can break cycles and who can decide what's best for you and what you deserve.